G'day, FIDE Master John Curtis. We're doing a bit of a YouTube presentation, and I'm dedicating this presentation to Rumplesnat, an uncommon king who have been supporting my channel for a considerable time. And at the end of the video, towards the end of the video, I'm going to, or I hope to play a game by Rumplesnat and one from Uncommon King, having a look at their chess.com history. Anyway, what I'm going to start with is the game that's featured for the YouTube video. I was playing a player that I think he was about 2400. His name is Old-Fashioned 20. He's got the white pieces. He's from Sweden, Old-Fashioned 20. We had a little match with 10 games, I think it was. And I won the match. And I thought, when I played one or two of the games, I thought, well, these will feature really well on a YouTube video. And the first game that I'm going to present to you this evening is a game where I had a lost position in the opening, and I knew I had to get some counterplay, so I decided to purposely lose my queen. Right? It was my best option. Well, the bad position was that bad that I decided that I will purposely lose my queen, and I'll have to fight back and coordinate all my pieces and use every skill I've got to try to hang on or win. And my opponent, 2,366, he was nearly 200 rating points higher than me. So let's have a look at the game. Now, Old-Fashioned 20 from Sweden, he's playing the white pieces. He plays E4, and I played E5. Right, we'll go into the review section. Going to make sure that we see this game correctly. Start review. Here we go. Right, he played E4. I played E5. Okay, so I decided, all right then. I've been playing this position fairly well, and it presents a lot of counterplay for black. Right, because it's like e-pawn games, they're very, very dynamic, and you get a lot of complications from them often. Anyway, he played knight to f3, played the book move, best move. Bishop c5 I played, and I decided, well, I'm going to try for a symmetrical type of position. And he played castle, so he wants to develop his pieces. He's playing to rapidly develop his pieces and then try to attack me, which he does. D6 I played to support the pawn chain, and by pushing this pawn up here to D6, I open up my bishop. Okay, so that's my choice. He played C3. Now, immediately, I know that he wants to play D4 and get a great position attacking my bishop, and make an opening up his bishop at the same time to get a very quick attack on me. I moved my bishop back to B6, apparently not the best move. Knight F6 is best, as indicated by the arrow and the chess.com AI. Okay. He played queen to B3, question mark, exclamation mark. It's an inaccuracy, and allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening the queen. So my best move is knight hits queen. Right, that's my best move. I can win a tempo by attacking his queen. Now, in this position, the reason why, you might say, oh, why? But if knight here, why can't he take the pawn with check? Well, after king here, the queen's attacked, and the queen can't go here to protect the bishop, and it can't go here because the bishop will take it off. So the only move would be queen to d5, and then simply knight to f6, and we attack the queen here, and the queen's trapped, right? Or simply even pawn here, pawn to c6 would attack the queen, and the queen is either trapped or it has to retreat here, and then king takes, bishop wins. Okay, so that's why that wasn't played. Okay, but he did play queen to b3. Now, how did I respond? Well, I played queen to e7. I thought, well, this is a good developing move. It protects the centre pawn from his big pawn push. And at the same time, I can play knight f6 and just castle. And I'm going to have a good game. Well, he played d4. And I thought to myself at this stage, I thought, well, hold on a minute. Maybe I could... excuse me. Maybe I could take the pawn off, but I was a bit scared of that. I thought maybe I'm better off to just develop my knight f6. Anyway, that's what I played, knight f6. Star move, best move. So I played the best move. My opponent played pawn takes pawn, right? Apparently bishop d3 is a better move. And now here I played knight takes pawn, star move, best move. Now, I talk about Irving Chernev's logical chess move by move, and a lot of variations of this type of position. Chernev says take the centre piece on e5 with the queen when they capture. However, in this position it's really bad because my pawn's not protected, and I'm playing a blitz game. And I went and took the knight with the queen, which is a really bad move, and I've got a lost game. I should really play pawn takes knight, and everything's about equal. Okay, so but I played the blunder, queen takes knight in blitz, and I thought, oh no, I've forgotten about the pawn with check. Well, guess what? He took the pawn with check. It's the best move, and now black is clearly losing. Okay, so what do I do against nearly a 2400 player from Sweden? It's old-fashioned 20. What do I do in this position? Well, I decided, should I give up? I should probably give up against him, but I thought, no, I'll play on a few moves and just see what he does. Only because I've got this knight here move threatening a check, right? A checkmate. That's the only reason why I didn't resign. Anyway, I played king to e7. It's not a good move. It is not a good move. My computer's using a bit of energy. King e7, but I want to be on the bishop, right? I want to have this option of just changing pieces and going to an endgame. The bishop here. Anyway, he played knight to d2. Oh, what a strong move. And I thought, oh, no. Because if you look at this position now, if he gets to play knight here, my queen is toast. I'm going to be losing lots of pieces. Anyway, I thought, oh, I can't worry about it. I've just got to make a move. So I've decided I should play bishop e6 and go for an endgame. And I'll just be a clear pawn down with a really bad game. Right. But I played rook to f8. I thought maybe he'll just try to save his bishop and I'll get some time. But no, he plays knight f3. Star move, this 2400 player, old-fashioned 20 from Sweden. He attacks my queen. And now I'm in an absolutely terrible mess. And I thought to myself, if I take the pawn, he's going to trap my queen. But I looked at other moves and I thought to myself, hold on a minute. My position is so bad. It's just so bad that that I thought, well, what do I do here? Where does my queen go? I can't find a good square. I can't go here because a bishop takes queen. Right? I can't go here, and I can't go there, and I can't go there. And if I play queen here, he can just play bishop hits queen, right? And all his castles are connected, and his development will be overwhelming. So, yeah, I can play a move like queen here, but my queen's out of play. So I thought, well, I'm going to bite the bullet here and I'm going to let him win the queen. Oh dear. But sometimes the best plans come from a bit of hope. So I played queen takes pawn. And the engine says white's winning. You can have a look at the evaluation bar on the side of the board. And he plays rook to e1. Star move, best move. Take the queen off, he says. So I thought to myself, well, I don't want this castle coming to e1 and checking my king or anything. And I want to win this bishop. So at least that way I get 2 pieces for the queen. So I played queen takes rook check. He played knight takes, and I played rook takes bishop. So when I look at this position, I have got a rook and a bishop for a queen. Okay, rook and a bishop for a queen. And I've got a little bit of pressure on the f pawn. Right, a little bit of hidden pressure on the f pawn. And he played bishop there. Well, bishop e3 was a better move. He had to try to remove the bishop. This bishop is very dangerous, and he's not trying to swap off my dangerous bishop. Perhaps he underestimates my position. But anyway, in this position, I've got to find a good move. And it's a bit slow to play pawn hits bishop. I really want him to take my knight. So I thought to myself, how can I get all my pieces working rapidly? So I played bishop to e6. Now, it's not the best move, but it attacks the queen. And the whole point of this move is it clears the castle, the other castle, to come out and support the rook, right? Well, he played queen to c2, and apparently c4 was a better move. And now he's threatening queen takes pawn, right? That's actually a bit of a threat because I can't recapture with the knight because his bishop's pinning my knight. Okay, so I played king to d7, and this also shows why, king to d7 I played. h6 was more accurate, so I made another slight inaccuracy there. He played bishop takes knight, and I played rook takes bishop, okay? Now, I'm simply threatening bishop takes pawn check. However, he was happy to get checked, and he played knight to f3. It's an exclamation mark. Anyway, I thought I would set a very deep trap for my opponent. I know that my opponent would love to take this pawn off and continue his attack with queen to g7 check, right? And try to win a few pawns. So I set a trap. It's a genius trap. So I played h6 to protect the pawn, knowing that he may make this move. Rook to d1, not that one. I thought he would play queen here, right? Anyway, I was still going to set the trap. Anyway, in this position, I played rook to f8. It's a star move. It's the best move. It's got a hidden threat. It's a very good hidden threat. He played queen there. Okay. He played queen there. And here, it's this position that I set a deep trap for my opponent. And the move I played is king to c8. Exclamation mark. And you might think, but John, you've just lost a pawn. And this is why the trap is so deep. Have a look at this. Now, it's a star move, best move. He plays queen takes pawn, double exclamation mark. Now that the trap is sprung, I'm going to ask you guys out there, Rumplesnat and Uncommon King, I'm going to ask you guys, I'm going to give you 5 minutes or more. Not 5 minutes or more, I'll give you 2 minutes. That's a long time in chess. My game's a 3-minute game. And you're going to find the best move for black in this position. The trap is sprung, right? So we've played the move king c8. He's captured the pawn. And now the trap is sprung. I'll stop talking. You work out what black's next move is. Now, if you found the move rook takes knight, double exclamation mark, well, if you found that move. Now, the whole point is, if pawn takes rook, right, rook to g8 will trap the queen, pinning the queen against the king. Can you see that? Right, so if pawn takes rook, rook will pin the queen against the king, and black will have the two bishops against the castle, which is a technical win for black. Okay, so let's have a look and see what takes place. He sees it. He plays king to h8, question mark. And apparently his best move was to actually take the rook. Now, in this position, black has got an attack. So black plays rook takes pawn, threatening checkmate, right? The opponent then plays he plays an exclamation mark move. He plays h4. So we give him a check. It's not the best move, but we gave him a check anyway. And he took it off, and we checked him again. And he played king to h2. Well, our next move, bishop check, exclamation mark. Well, we like this move. And now he plays king here. Well, we played bishop there. Now, we could actually have given him a check, but we decided no, we're going to threaten checkmate. Now, I'll show you the point of the check. In this position, if we check him, he can't go, if he goes back, we've got a draw. But if he goes forwards, he could lose his queen. So if he plays king here, or king here, right, so we give him the check. If he moves king here, well, we discovered check and win the queen, okay? Right, can you see that? And then we win the game, of course. Okay, so we played, so this position, we played bishop here to protect the pawn, but also to set another trap. The trap is very simple, checkmate in one move. Yes, that's a checkmate. And my opponent quickly was a bit worried. He gave me a check, so I moved my king up, and he pushed a pawn. Well, he didn't see the checkmate theme. He thought he might have seen the check here, which was mate, but he wanted to escape. So he's trying to get a square to escape to. But unfortunately, after bishop checks there, his king has only got one square. He can't go anywhere else. He's got to go here. It's the only square he's got. And the castle performs checkmate. So there's a perfect example of if you lose a queen and you coordinate your pieces really well, then you can fight back and perhaps win the game, maybe even as spectacularly as I did. Okay, I'm going to show you another game that I played against Old Fashioned. Right, so we're going to go back to our, archives, our chess archives. Here we are. And so I'm going to show you one more game from that I played in my match against him. As I say, he's from Sweden. He's about 2400. I did save a couple, and I've already reviewed them. Right, so that was the first one. This is quite a nice game, this one here. It's a nice finish. I'll show you the nice finished one last, but we're going to go to this game here. I played at 92.8% accuracy in this game, and I played at a rating performance of about 2,500. That's right, I was playing at 2,500 strength, and for this game. That was the level that I was playing at. Okay. Actually, it's 2,550. I'll show you. Hold on. It's 2,550. There it is. As you can see there on the right-hand side of your screen, the chess.com AI game review says I played at 2550 and my opponent played at 2300. Okay. This time I was playing the white pieces. Here we go. And we're going to have a look at the game in the chess.com analysis room. Right, where are we? Game review, yeah, game review, right. Start review, that'll do me. Okay, c4, knight f6. The chess.com engine says knight f6 is a book move. It develops the knight towards the centre, controls the e4 square. Knight c3, and now that's a book move, controlling the d5 square with the pawn and the knight. g6 is played, preparing to fianchetto the bishop and then castle. g3 is played, again to fortify the connection on d5 and pieces all coordinated. Bishop g7, black's playing on the black squares, white's playing on the white squares. Bishop g2, castles for black, black's already castled. White played knight to f3, it's a book move, it's good to get your knight off its back rank. And as the chess.com engine says, d6 is played, and now d4, it's a book move and it's just to control central squares and fight for the centre. c5 is played. This is a book move, and it's very, very complicated. But I castled anyway. He played knight c6, and it's a book move. Well, I played h3, and it's a book move. It's an excellent move according to the engine. He played bishop d7. It's not good, and I thought he should take the pawn. He should, yes, he should. The arrows indicating a chess.com chess engine suggests he should take the pawn in the middle. So I took the pawn instead, and the engine says it's a star move, best move. He took with the pawn, and I played bishop e3, star move, best move, develop a piece and attack at the same time. He played queen to c8, and I thought, oh, hold on, look at this. He's defending and attacking at the same time. I played king h2, star move, best move, defending the pawn, and I'm still attacking the c pawn. He played b6. Apparently, it's a good move. It defends a pawn that was under attack, that had no defenders. I played queen c1, and the engine loves this move because now I've got control of the h6 square, whereas he has not got control of the h3 square. So the engine liked my queen to c1. He played rook to d8, and I played rook to d1. Says it's a good move, it's okay, but not that what the computer would have played. The computer would have played bishop to f4, as indicated by the arrow on the board. That would have been the best move, right? Because I've actually allowed him to play pawn here. Anyway, we'll see what happens. He played h5, question mark. He's given my knight nice squares, and I've got lovely squares against his king with this move. Right. I played bishop h6. It's the best move. I'm attacking his bishop. He played bishop h8. Best move in reply. He's trying to retain his black squared bishop. It's a very important bishop. And he understands, because he's nearly 2400, he understands the importance of trying to keep that piece there. I played queen e3, star move, best move. What I liked about that was the bishop's still protected. I'm also controlling a d4 square, and I'm also in some variations threatening to take a pawn. Not now, because the knight's protecting it. Played rook to b8 question mark, and I played rook to d2. Not the best move. And Ingen says it's a miss. I overlooked an opportunity to win a pawn. To win a pawn? Like, I couldn't see it. The Ingen did. Right. So where's the opportunity to win a pawn? Well, I didn't play that move. I'll go back one. Rook to b8. I played rook to d2. So the best move, what would that be? Maybe it's bishop here. Is that the best move? Bishop f4 is best, according to the Ingen. So I don't know how I'll win a pawn, but the Ingen says it's a great move. The Ingen likes it. Maybe I'll continue with, I don't know what. Oh, I continue with knight here. Yes, maybe that's the correct way to play. However, I didn't do that. I played rook to d2. My opponent played knight to d4. And it was in this position that I decided, well, there seems to be a pawn there. So I took it off, the pawn took, and no, rook takes back. Star move, best move. Because I've got to protect this pawn from the queen. He played bishop e6. So it's in this position. I played rook takes, rook check. Exclamation mark, the Ingen loved it. And he played queen takes, rook. Now this is highly positional, so a lot of the argument, a lot of the things that I'm doing here are positional. So it's trying to keep control of the position. And I'll explain that to you. There's a pawn here, controls that square there with the bishop, and the queen's well placed to put pressure there. The bishop's controlling squares in front of the king, and we're preparing to play rook to d1 to attack the queen. So we've got a very highly active position. Black, I played rook to d1. In other words, I could have played pawn here protects the bishop, but I thought, no, I will kick his queen first, take the open file, and then play b3. Well, he played queen c1. He's now threatening to take a pawn. So I protected it. But it wasn't the best move. The best move is bishop here, threatening the castle, right? Trying to win some heavy material. Okay, so I played b3. He played h5, question mark, queen a6. Oh, I don't know how any ordinary player would find queen to a6 as a best move, but that's what he found. Now, I played knight d5 here. I was a bit worried that after pawn here, he might play bishop takes pawn, right? I was a bit concerned about that. Because if I take back, he would knight takes check and win my queen. So I didn't like it, but the Ingen says that's the best move, pawn here. The Ingen says that's the best move. Okay. So anyway, I didn't do that. I played knight to d5, just threatening knight takes pawn, check, and winning a queen. To get more space in the position, he should take the knight, but he took the pawn, so I recaptured, and now he played bishop takes knight. It's the best move. So I recaptured with the pawn. There's no point in capturing with the bishop. I'm still threatening queen takes pawn, and I'm also threatening to grab the open c file with rook to c1. He played king to h2, bad move. Because now, of course, I play the move that the Ingen wanted me to play all along, which is bishop hits rook. Well, he left his rook on prees. When you play a lot of accurate moves in a row, Magnus Carlsen says, if you play 10 moves in a row, even against a lot of good players, they crack, right? And so this is what's happened. He's nearly 2400 rated, but even though he's got the experience, he's down to 39 seconds, remember, and he's behind on time, and he's been under a lot of pressure, so we take his castle off. Well, he played bishop to g2, so I thought, well, continue the attack. Queen takes pawn, star move. He played queen there, and now I played rook to f1, played queen to d4, best move. He's protecting his knight. However, I've got a knockout blow. Bishop hits queen. So what does he do here? Well, he could play knight check, which is probably the best, but his position is really terrible. I should play queen takes bishop and then knight check. Still lost game. However, it's in this position I play the knockout move. You see how he's on the black queen, and he wants me to take the bishop. I played rook takes pawn. I take the queen. I played rook takes pawn, and now I'm threatening the queen, right? And the beautiful thing about it is I'm threatening rook takes bishop check. So if he takes my queen, I can play rook takes bishop check, right? Okay. And it's in this position that my opponent resigned, or he flagged. He resigned. He thought, oh, this is too much. White's got two bishops, a castle and the queen. I'm already pieces down. And if I play knight takes queen, he won't take my queen. He'll just play rook takes bishop check first. And then when I go here, then he will take the queen. And that will be the end of the game. And, well, black's got no material left. Okay, so that was a good attacking game. I have one other game for you. This is my match against Old-Fashioned. Where are we? My match against Old-Fashioned. I've got one more game I thought I might show you. Here we go. Just go down here a little bit. Right, so I've showed you that one. And the nice checkmate. This is the other one. Old-Fashioned beat me that game. I can't show you that. I could, but I was going to show you this one. It's got a nice little finish, a nice little chess finish, even though in the final position black was winning. It's got a nice finish, so I thought I'd just show you a nice finish in chess. Very, very pretty little finish. Okay, we're going to chess.com's archive analysis room. Right, we've got another 3-minute game on chess.com. My match with Swedish Old-Fashioned 20. He's rated 2351 for the purposes of this game. I played at 2500 performance. He played at 2200 rating, and I played at 89.3%. He played at 78.6% accuracy. And now we'll have a look at the review. He played e4, e5, knight to f3, bishop c5, castles, d6, c3. It's not the other game, is it? It's pretty similar to the other game. Queen e7, d4, bishop b6, d5. This time he pushes the pawn. You might remember in the other game he played pawn takes pawn, and I recaptured with the knight and recaptured with the queen. I got into an awful mess, right? But this time I'm playing it differently. I played knight to b8, star move, best move. The whole idea is to redirect your knight possibly over to the king side and get an attack over there. And the beautiful thing about that is the bishop is now blocked by the pawn, the white bishop. He played h3 and I played h6. I find that this is a good little move to play against players that play the system. Question mark, engine didn't like it. It liked f5 as a much better move. I like that because maybe I can get g4 in and attack his king, right? So that was my logic. For what it's worth, the engine thought it was rubbish. Rook to e1, and the engine was probably right. g5, here I go, star move, best move. No, the engine agrees with me. he played bishop f1, and I thought, well, okay, I'll play knight b5 to d7, not the best move. And the engine says, I missed my chance to do something to punish him. But yeah, missed my chance, I should play pawn hits knight. Okay, so the engine says I missed that. He played a4, so I played a6. He's threatening to trap my bishop, so I've got a little hole to run to. Knight to b5 to d2, question mark. And it's in this position, I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll play knight to f8, not the best. He played a5, he chased my bishop. I played bishop a7, and now he plays this move. It gives me a lot of time to really cause him trouble. He played b4, and I thought, I know what I'm going to do, and the engine loves this move. It gave me an exclamation mark. So in this position, I want you guys out there to try to find the best move for black in this position. So I'll give you 10 seconds, right? Okay, well, if you said h5, you get a bit of a reward because that's the best move. So I played h5 and he played knight to c4, question mark. His plan was to play bishop here, but he's moved too slowly. He's missed an opportunity. So what move do we play in this position? Well, we continue, don't we? g4. And he plays knight to h2. Now, should we take his pawn off? No, there's a much stronger move in that position. So we play g3, and we're threatening pawn takes pawn check. Remember, he can't take back because he's pinned. Remember, he hasn't challenged me on that square, and because he's now getting punished, I'm threatening his knight and his pawn with check and his castle. So what does he do? Old-fashioned. He's only 2400. Can he find a defence? I doubt it. He played bishop e3, so I just took his knight off. Played king takes h2. Played bishop takes e3, just to swap off the pieces. He played knight takes e3, and I played h4, question mark, not the best. He played c4. He wants to get, he's got less pieces, but he wants to get some sort of play on the queen side because he knows he can't play on the king side with a piece down. I played knight to f6 to develop a piece, not the best move. Knight g6 was better. And he played queen c2. So then we play knight to h7. His b5 was an inaccuracy. Knight to g5, I just thought I'd just threaten his pawn. Because I thought he's in trouble, he's 1 minute 42, he's a piece down, he might blunder some more material. I was hoping to force this weakness so then I could move this knight here and in there. So let's see now, he played knight to f5, knight hits queen. So I took it, exclamation mark, the engine says, great move, he took back, and now I play this move. e4, very important move. Why is it so important? Well, it gives the queen this lovely checking square. He played bishop to d3. I don't know why, but he did. So he wants me to take his bishop so he can take my queen, but no, we're not that silly, are we? So we give him a check. Play king h1. So I played queen takes f5 and I've stolen the pawn. Well, he took the pawn off. It's apparently his best move. Knight g5 takes e4. f3 he played. And here I played king to f8. Engine says I should castle. There you go, the engine says that I should have castled. F takes e4. I played queen to g6. Queen e5 was better. He played rook a3, trying to activate his rook along here to hit the knight. played rook e8. So now I'm attacking this pawn 3 times. Played bishop. Well, he played b takes a6. He couldn't find a better move. Should have played rook f3. I played pawn takes pawn back. Played rook on a5 to e3 to protect his pawn. It's the best move. Played rook h5. So this rook that was out of play, I've now activated it, threatening to go here and triple up, quadruple up actually, because it'd be quadruple because it's 4 pieces will be attacking the e pawn. He played c takes d6. I played c takes d and recaptured. He played queen there. And I thought, well, okay, you're not threatening too much. I'm attacking. So I thought, well, I'm the attacking person. So I played knight takes e4, exclamation, knight takes e4. And now he can't take this pawn off because of knight checks. And he'll get mated. Right? So he played king to g1. He saw the checkmate coming. So I played f5 and pushed my pawn. It wasn't the best move, but it was a good move. The best move was knight here, and if he took my castle, then play knight checks on f3 and recapture with the knight. However, I didn't play that. I played f5. He played queen takes a6. Star move, best move. I played king to g8 because I saw some little tricks there. And he played queen to c4, question mark. And now I've got a lovely move. Pawn hits castle. And he played rook f3. Well, this is a bad move. Knight to g5. We're threatening knight takes rook check. And we're threatening rook takes rook. So you can't save both. He played queen to f4. So we just played knight takes rook check. He played queen takes f3. I played rook takes e1 check. Played king h2. And I played rook on 8 to e3. Well, what does this threaten? Well, he played queen here. And now the winning move, checkmate in 2 moves. I'll give you a few seconds to find it. And that's what I was telling you about. A nice finish. A nice finish. Well, if you found queen to g3 check, then well done. You've just checkmated your opponent in 2 moves in a very nice manner. The queen captures with check, and we will capture back with check. 3 checks in a row, but our check is better, our final check, and that's checkmate. A very pretty little position. And with that, we have now got to go to our hero of the day. Our hero of the day, Rumplesnat. Okay, it's Rumplesnat. We're going to have a look at Rumplesnat. Here he is. There's Rumplesnat. So we're going to go into his history, his chess history. I think I found a good game by him. I can't remember which one it was now. But he's been playing the Ilani bot, the Wayne bot, and the Martin bot at chess.com. So he's been training. Rumplesnat's been training against the bots. Then he strikes out. The old Rumplesnat. He strikes out, and he's playing a person from Australia there, Cindy, 102.57, but she only played at 59.5% accuracy. So we don't want to embarrass Cindy. She's a beginner too. But she's rated 1,057. But Rumplesnat played the Cobra Strikes, and the ratings are about very similar. 1,078, 1,108. And here, we're going to have a look at this game here. I think it's the... yeah, this is the game. We're going to have a look at the game Rumplesnat from the United States, rated 1,159, and he's playing jonathanguenzi. So, of course, if you too follow my Twitch stream and you support my channel like Rumplesnat does, or you're a subscriber, then I might feature you in one of my videos like I've featured many people that come into my Twitch TV channel, FM John Curtis Chess, and made a YouTube video of one or more of their games. So here we go. We'll have a look at this game. Rumplesnat versus jonathanguenzi. I think Genzi is from France, if I remember correctly. Yeah, jonathanguenzi's from France. Here we go. Rumplesnat played at 89.9% accuracy, playing at a rating performance of 1650. His opponent, jonathanguenzi from France, he played at 74.8% with a rating performance of 1200, still 100 rating points above his normal rating play. Okay, so here we go. We'll start the review. E4 was played. Rumplesnat is playing the white pieces. E6, D3, D5 by his opponent, Jonathan. E takes D5, E takes D5, and knight to F3. Okay, so white's just developing a piece. D4 was considered better. However, knight to F3 is a very good move, good developing move. Prepares to play bishop E7 and castle. Knight F6 was played, bishop E2, he wants to castle. Bishop D6, and now castles by white. Okay, so black has played slightly better than white and has got a slight advantage over the position. H6 is played by black. White played C4. It's excellent, solid choice according to the chess engine. Castles by black. Black should have developed a knight. Knight C3. And now white wants to take off the centre pawn. Bishop E6 is played. Good developing move. Queen to B3. White wants to threaten this little B pawn down there. That's not a bad move. The engine says Queen to B3 is a good move. It gets the queen off its starting square and gets it into the action. C6 is played by white, but he's overlooked the threat. And the mighty Rumplesnat goes Queen takes B7. Star move. Well done, Rumplesnat. Knight B file to D7. Now Queen takes C6. See, as you can see, Rumplesnat is cleaning up all the position. He's virtually wiped out the pawn chain. Now he's threatening Queen takes bishop. D takes C4 was played, but now he's saved the pawn, but he's lost his bishop. And so Rumplesnat's captured the bishop with the star move. Pawn takes pawn, and now bishop recaptures. Queen C8 was played. Rook C8 was better. Knight to E5. White is just considering, well, I've got an extra piece. I'd like to swap pieces off. Rook to D8 was played. And now Queen to D7. Rumplesnat, what are you doing? He's making a queen sacrifice, I believe. Rook takes D7. Knight takes D7 and Queen takes D7. Well, Rook to D1 was played and now Queen C7. White played H3 to prevent the bishop or the knight coming here. A knight, actually. Rook to D8 was played. And in this move, White played bishop E3, a good developing move. Rook to D1 check was played. What? Rook takes D1. Queen takes C4, and now bishop takes A7. It's in this position. The mighty Rumplesnat has got a rook and a knight, so rook and a bishop for the queen. So the position might be considered close to equal. Queen to A6 was played, and now bishop D4. Queen to B7 was played, and now rook to D2. Well, bishop takes knight was much better. Right? Rook, that would have shattered the pawn structure of the black position, and the position would have been at least a minimum of a draw with good winning chances for white. Knight to d5 was played, and now knight takes d5 is the best move. Queen takes d5, and b3, good move. Queen to d6 was played, and now bishop e3. It protects the castle. The castle protects this pawn. The castle protects that pawn. And really, white should not lose this position. Queen c6 was played. g3. Both players got just over 2 minutes. Jonathanguenzi from France has got 2 minutes and 2 seconds. And Rumplesnat's got 2 minutes and 51 seconds. f6 is played. And this is a good move because it limits the squares that the bishop can go to. Rook to d8, check, king to h7, and rook to b8. Well, there we go. He wants to push his pawns. g5 was played. And now b4, he's going for a queen. He pushed the wrong pawn. Queen to a4, and now he's lost a pawn. b5, he's going for a queen. Queen takes pawn. b6, look at that pawn go. Queen to a1 check, or bad check. You should at least check on the b1 square where you're controlling the pawn. King to h2, and now the king is protected, it's got no checks. Black played queen to e5, and now it's in this position. White plays rook to c8. He wants to push his pawn forwards, and there's nothing wrong with that. The only move would be queen here or queen there, right? And it's with that, black plays queen to e7. He says, "I'll stop you pushing the pawn." But the mighty Rumplesnat, for those beginners out there, what move did Rumplesnat find in this position? Total knockout move, winning move. As the chess AI says, queen e7 is a mistake. It allows the opponent to win a queen by pinning the piece to the king. So if you said rook here is the winning move, you were correct. And that's how Rumplesnat moved to 1159 rating against Jonathanguenzi. So we have one more player to look at. And he's another beginner. This is another beginner game. Oops. His name is Uncommon. So if you play this player, you'll be in fear of the uncommon one. I believe this is him. No games in progress. Oh, well, we can't show you a game from Uncommon. I thought it was Uncommon. Just Uncommon with a UNCOMMON. No. So there we go. He hasn't got a game there. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to go to my archives, messages. I had a message from Uncommon. Oh, he's got 3 N's after his name. Of course he would have that, wouldn't he? So now I'm going to find him. So now we've got him. You can't hide from me. I just got a message from chess.com that I got a rating increase because somebody had cheated me at Chess Cheat. Here's Uncommon. This is the mighty player Uncommon. He's got a little wolf there next to him. He's a gold member of chess.com, been a member since December 4, 2022. And Uncommon's been playing chess. So you've been training against the bots too, no? I found a game Uncommon played, and he's playing the black pieces there. He lost. I want to show one of Uncommon's masterpieces. He doesn't have that many masterpieces, does he? He hasn't got that many masterpieces. Oh, here. Oh, I'll get there. Please be patient with me. Uncommon, rated 721. He defeated Leileo 20 from Austria in 23 moves. This would have to be worth looking at. So we're having a look at a game from Uncommon, and Uncommon's been a subscriber to my FM John Curtis chess channel, and he's been donating to my channel, gifting subs, and been very kind to me. So I thought I will feature him in the video. So here is Uncommon playing the white pieces. It's a 10-minute game, and he's playing leileo from Austria. In this particular game, Uncommon plays at a rating performance of 1050. Wow, 330 above his normal rating, so he must have played well. He played 7 best moves. He missed 2 good moves. And he didn't make any mistakes, and he had 1 great move. Well, let's have a look at the game. So going to start review. He's played d4, d5 by his opponent, e3 by Uncommon. Good solid book move. E4, c4, d takes c4. Bishop takes c4. e6, bishop d3. He's moved his bishop back. Well, it's not good to move your bishop back when it's not threatened. Knight to f6. Knight to c3. This is a good move. Good move for black here would be e5. e5, just threatening the pawn. And black's got a beautiful game of chess. Right, so, but black chose bishop to there. He played bishop to b4. It doesn't do anything. White played bishop to d2. Not a good move. Mainly because this bishop is here. Again, black should be playing pawn to e5. Castle. Right. And now that allows a3s. Kick the bishop. Bishop a5. White plays knight to f3. Not the best move. f4 was better. Why was f4 better? Well, I'll tell you, right? I'll tell you why it was better. Okay. The reason why is, remember I told you e5 is good because after pawn takes pawn, queen takes bishop as possible. So you want to stop this move. So f4 stops it, controls the square with the 2 pawns, right? And prepares knight to f3 with a bind in the position. That's right, a bind. So, but he doesn't play that. He played knight to f3, which is okay. a6 was played. Queen c2, he's lining up his queen and his bishop is Uncommon against the Austrian master, leileo 20. b5 is played. Now, that allows knight takes pawn, wins a pawn. Believe it or not, it does. However, castles was played by white. He decided to put his king in the best position first. Knight to e, this knight here was the best move. Knight here, the double attack on the knight, and threatening knight takes knight check, threatening bishop takes pawn check, and threatening all manner of different things. Bishop b7 was played, and now knight e4, he still finds the best move in the board. Knight e4, bishop to d2, he takes the bishop. White captures with the knight on d2. Knight c5 was better, but that was a real master move. Very hard for Uncommon to find that at this stage, but he's getting there. He's getting there, right? Knight takes e4, bishop takes e4, best move. And now white's threatening bishop takes pawn check, and he's threatening bishop takes knight. So Uncommon has got him all tied up and is either winning a piece or a pawn. Rook to b8 was played, but now Uncommon can win the game in one move. So what move should Uncommon play? Well, he should take the big piece for nothing. That's a big piece. But he doesn't. He takes a pawn with check. That's the wrong move. King to h8 was played. Played bishop back to e4. Well, that's a good move. And now knight to e7 by his opponent, leileo. Knight f3 was played. Star move, best move. Bishop takes e4. Queen takes e4. Queen to d5, question mark. And now white should play queen checks, attacking the king, and win a knight. Can you see that? Queen to h4 check wins the knight. But he doesn't do it. He plays queen to d3. So he's missed his opportunity for his brilliancy. Knight to g6 was played. Now e4, up he comes. Queen to d6. Queen to h4 was better. Knight to g5. And now a big mistake. Rook on the b file to d8. Looks like it threatens a pawn. But Uncommon's got a nasty surprise. Queen checks! Exclamation mark by Uncommon. So he's put the king in check. The king ran away. And Uncommon delivered checkmate on king h7 square. Uncommon king. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And I will catch you next time on either FM John Curtis Chess on Twitch TV or YouTube FM John Curtis Chess again. And if you like the video, you haven't followed the YouTube channel before, don't forget it's free to follow. So just click the thumbs up and follow the YouTube channel. It's totally free, and then you'll get notifications of any further videos that come in. And you can also watch other YouTube videos under the FM John Curtis Chess channel, including my games against grandmasters like Magnus Carlsen. Yeah, I played Magnus in Title Tuesday, and the grandmaster from Canada, right? So lots of grandmasters anyway. You just check it out and you'll see lots of games against grandmasters and lots of chess school videos where I train beginners to be masters of tomorrow. Okay, so I'm signing off. God bless you all. God bless all your families. A lot of problems in the world right now. We hope peace and happiness are all yours, okay? And I'm going to leave you now and say arrivederci, even though I'm from Australia. Because my name's John, but in Italian it'd be Giovanni. Sounds good, doesn't it? So anyway, I'm going to go because I can't stop talking. It's terrible. I'll lose my voice. So it's bye-bye for now, okay?